Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys we are going to be doing something very cool. I'm showcasing off my Yu-Gi-Oh! Playmat collection to you guys. Now, like I've been telling you guys, I've been packing up. I'm going to be currently moving out of the house that I currently live in to a new place. At the same time, I am trying to find a good full-time job. And while doing all these things, I've been just slowly packing up my Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff in preparation of eventually moving. So it's not a big thing where I have to pack everything up right away and move. But today we're going to be showing off my Yu-Gi-Oh! Playmat collection. And before I get to the video, I want to say thank you to all my viewers and subscribers for your support. Your constant support has been very helpful in these not good last couple of months on my end, so your support has been very grateful. So thank you for your thumbs up, your likes, your views, your donations, everything. Thank you guys. Number two, none of these playmats are for sale. Some of these playmats I have won, some of them I have been gifted to, some of them I have brought. They all have individual stories. So without further ado, let us get started on two of the playmats that a lot of the time I carry around. Now this one, I have to say, is probably one of my favorite playmats, and you guys throughout the years have seen me use this playmat over the last 2 to 3 years quite a lot. This playmat is probably the most expensive playmat that I own. I keep it always in a little tube wrapped up so it's protected, a little carrying case tube. I need to get another one or two. But this is the Akiza Judge playmat, as you can see here, from 2015. The cool thing about this playmat is a friend got this playmat. He actually, went to a bunch of YCSs as a judge and actually got it. And when he graduated back in, I think it was 2015 or 16, when I graduated college back in 2016, he gifted it to me. He gave it to me. And it was because he knew I loved Akiza, and this was really one of the best Akiza. I'd always seen him play with this mat, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really want this play mat. I really, really want it. And eventually he gave it to me. The cool thing about this playmat is it just is really awesome. It has Akiza on it. Everybody that loves Akiza loves this playmat. So many people, I've let people use this as deck profiles and everything because it's just such a nice mat. Like I said, it's the most expensive mat I own. From time to time, I just look on eBay for how much they're going for, and they're going for like $150 plus, $200 sometimes plus. They keep rising because it's starting to get older and older. It's almost been around for 10 years and a couple years here. So this playmat keeps retaining value because everybody loves Akiza. The other cool thing about this, you probably can't see on camera, but you have the Black Rose Dragon card on it. And verbatim, you can actually read the effect of Black Rose Dragon perfectly fine with this card. So I've actually had people, I was dueling against a friend one time and I had this playmat out. And I think he was playing like Black Garden deck. This is back when people played Black Garden before we had Link monsters. And he was using Black Rose Dragon, I think, second effect. The effect besides nuking the board. The other effect. And I was like, oh, he's like, do you want to read it? I'm like, I started looking down at my playmat. I was like, no, I don't need to read it. And he's like, really? I was like, he was like, really? You don't need to read it? I was like, no, because I can read it right on my playmat. So, there's cool little stories like that. If anybody activates Black Rose Dragon's other effect, you can just read it off the card, the playmat. But I love this Akiza playmat. By far my favorite playmat. If you guys don't know, Akiza is my favorite character from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, like female character. Alexis, second, and definitely a second, like a strong second. But there's no really Alexis playmat out there. And my third one is Rio Castle. I love Rio. The other card we have here, now this was done recently. This is from Core TCG over here, as you can see. I pre-ordered this for like, I think $20, $25, whatever the case was. This was done by Amanda LaPalm, also known as Dragon Duelist Girl, if you guys remember her from years and years ago. Used to do some videos. She does amazing artwork, and as soon as I saw this, I was like, I must have this playmat. And the fact that it didn't have zones was awesome. But aesthetically, this is one of my favorite playmats to use currently. I have been using this playmat a lot. because I have so many playmats, usually once a year I get a playmat of my choosing. I spend like 20 bucks, get a nice playmat. And I like the rubber playmats for some reason. I know a lot of people like the, you know, cloth playmats, and that's perfectly fine if that's what you like. I'm a rubber playmat guy because I can just wrap it up, put it in a little tube, and away I go. You know, I don't need to fold it up and do this and take care of it and make sure nothing gets spilt on it and, you know, things of that nature. These playmats I take very good care of. I even have a playmat box where I just keep all my playmats at, which is actually what I'm using right now as for my videos. But yeah, a Kaiba playmat, as you can see here, it is Black Rose Dragon. Looks gorgeous. I love, love, love that playmat to death. That's one of the main ones I use. Then we have just 2 Battle Pack playmats that I've had, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, since Battle Pack 2 came out, War of the Gods, years and years ago. You got Slifer and Obelisk. The Obelisk one I've had for a long time. The Slifer one I got not too long ago. Somebody just gave it to me. I was like, cool, I'll just use it. It's really good because this has the original, like, you know, zones. It just says extra deck, field zones. So when I'm playing like these more, I guess you could say, how can I put it? More like classic duels, like from 2008, Dragon Ruler format, things of that nature, I can use these playmats, and it just refreshes people's memories because the zones have moved around so much nowadays over the last 4 years that this just refreshes people's memory to, like, this is the basic Yu-Gi-Oh! We're playing right now. We're not playing Links, we're not playing Pendulums, this is completely different. So it refreshes people's memories a little bit. So that's why I run them. I keep them because I can actually still use them. Next up we have the 2016 Buster Blader playmat. I believe I won this playmat. It was a long time ago. It feels like another lifetime ago. But I think, no, I didn't win this one. Somebody gave me this one. I gave them some cards and they gave me the playmat. But I actually, before you know, we had the new Link mechanic, I was actually planning to do a Buster Blader deck profile again because I actually love the deck. But Links really hindered this deck quite a lot, and hopefully we get some new support eventually to fix what Konami did with Links. The deck had a lot of things going for it, but Links fucked it up. Next we have a deck, a mat that we're going to definitely be using when we get the new Nordic support. I've used this over the last couple of years every time I do a Nordic deck profile. I did win this playmat with 6 Samurais back in the day. And that's the legendary 6 Samurais, mind you. This is the 2011 regional playmat, as you see down there. You got Thor, you got Loki over here, just the card artwork, and you got Odin in the center, and it's got like ruins, you know, it's got like that rustic feel to it. I've always loved this playmat. It's a simple playmat, but it looks really, really cool and detailed, and I'm happy I won it back in the day. That's one of the few playmats I've won. This one is Burning Abyss. This is Virgil, the Burning Abyss. I always use this when I did Burning Abyss deck profiles. I love this artwork in the back. It's got like burning trees and like fire and lava, and you know, down below it looks so, just like so cool. This one is pretty expensive too. This is the 2015, like I said, regional playmat, as you can see down there. And it just looks really nice with Virgil. It's one of the few Burning Abyss playmats I think we actually had. I think this is the only one we got. But Virgil looks so cool on it, rocking out on his guitar. Really, really enjoy this playmat. And the fact that Virgil can still be played in the deck is just icing on the cake. Next we have a Judge playmat. This is the other one that my friend gave to me ages ago. This is Harpy Chandler. This is the 2013 Yu-Gi-Oh! Judge playmat, I believe. People have asked me, well, it doesn't say Judge on the playmat. And I'm like, no, this is a Judge playmat, because if you actually look it up, this was a Judge playmat. It was one of the weird things where they didn't actually put Judge over here in the corner, but it's a Harpy Chandler Judge playmat. It's really cool. They're really not that, I have not seen somebody else have one of these in a long time. But it looks so cool. I wish we didn't have these, I wish we had the uncensored Harpies, because that would look so cool on this playmat. It still looks cool. If you guys didn't know, I forgot to mention, when I was doing a, showing off my Yu-Gi-Oh decks, I actually have a Harpies deck. I actually forgot to show it off to you guys, but I actually own a Harpy deck. You know, and that's when I picked this up from my friend. He gave it to me. He sold it to me just for a little bit. But it's a really cool playmat. I like it aesthetically. The dark and the purple looks really nice as well. So another playmat I have. This one was gifted to me by a fellow viewer and subscriber to the channel about a year and a half ago. This is Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I love this. I always use this when I try to do fan mail videos, when I can dig it out. When I can remember, that is, mainly. But this card looks really badass. The artwork looks on it. It's so cool. I just love the artwork. I've grown to really, really like this playmat. Sometimes when I do the fusion version of Blue Eyes, I think recently I actually used this. It's a really, really cool playmat to use. I really like it. It just pops out at you. You know, and then you got the purple and the white background over here, as you can see. It looks really, really badass. Just a simple, awesome playmat. Then we got one of my other playmats that I've won back in the day, the Legendary Six Samurai playmat. This was back when I really played a lot of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in this era. Really cool playmat. Love this playmat to death. Don't play you anymore, my good friend, but we still play Kagemusha and Shien in the deck, so that's still cool. But it's so cool because if you guys look in the background, you have the Six Samurai symbol. You have 5Ds, which was a great time in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. You have 2011 down at the bottom. And it's just got some of the best Six Samurais that have ever been made in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, Shien is still played, and we still play Kagemusha to this day because he's a free special summon and a good friend. Next up, I'm hoping we eventually get another Gravekeeper playmat, but for now, this is the main Gravekeeper playmat that I use. Sadly, a lot of these Gravekeeper monsters we don't use that much anymore, which kind of makes me sad, but whatever. Nobleman, we do play as a 1-of in the deck. I know we're getting new Gravekeeper support, and a lot of it's really good from what I've seen. We got our own Searcher now and everything. So my hope is that moving forward, that they come out with a new Gravekeeper playmat, which I will gladly pick up. This one is from 2014, the last time they actually got support. You have Heretic over here. You have Nobleman, you have the big guy, which I never ran, the guy that added things back by Flip Effect, and then you have the girl that protected Necro Valley, Shaman. You're probably not going to run Shaman anymore because you got better cards now and we have the new fusion, but it's still a cool playmat from the cool thing I really always liked about it was it has hieroglyphics in the background. It just looks cool as a playmat overall. It's got a bunch of Gravekeepers, and as you guys know, I love GKs. Now, this is a playmat that I got not that long ago from Sneak Peek. As you can see, this is just Borolo Dragon playmat. I don't, if you notice with a lot of my playmats, for the most part, I don't get playmats with zones on them. And the reason for that is because I have my link marker zones, so I can literally just put my main link marker zone up here and then designate my different zones. Number two, the zones are always freaking changing, it feels like, in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, like we had the pendulum zones over here in the graveyard, and extra deck got pushed up. And then we have link zones up here now, and then the pendulum zones went back here. It's changed so much over the last, like I said, 4 years that starting doing the pendulum era, I kind of decided, you know what, I'm never going to get playmats with zones on them because it may change again. And lo and behold, when the links, you know, the link mechanic was announced, we had more zones to play around with up here. So I was like, you know what, screw it, no more zones. So this is the only, excuse me for cussing, but yeah, this is the only playmat I actually have that has zones on them from the new era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I have, I think, 1 or 2 more that have old zones on them from back in the day, like 5Ds, Zexal days, but this is the only one I have with modern stuff. If I do play, if the format ever does get very, you know, you need to have cards in a certain zone to get certain things, I usually use this deck. If I'm playing Gokis or something of that nature, I'll take this mat out and play that because now I can see more visually what things are at. But, you know, I just keep this one around just in case. Probably when I start filming more videos, I'll get a second one of these, or I'll win one maybe at Sneak Peek this weekend coming up. But we'll get a second one eventually, and we'll just have them click together, and there we go. We can use dual matches together. Just play, you know, together. So that way you guys can see them more visually, understand where everything's going on in the video. Because I want to do more video duels. Next up we have Seto Kaiba playmat. This is the original channel playmat. From what I've been told, the 1011001, apparently that's binary code for Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's what I was told by a computer person. Maybe that's the case, but I just think it looks cool as heck. Because you have Blue Eyes White Dragon, Seto Kaiba, and my favorite, his badass Battle City stuff with the KC. Oh, I just love this playmat. I love this playmat a lot. It's like one of my oldest ones I've had. People keep asking me where I got it, and I got it offline like years ago, like 5-6 years ago. Next we have the Montage Dragon. Like I said, this is one of the ones that has the old zones on there. This is from the fall of 2018 regional qualifier. I won this one. I forget what deck I was playing back then. That was so freaking long ago. That was over 10 years ago. Dear gosh. Oh my gosh, that was a long time ago now. But Montage Dragon playmat, just standard regional playmats from back in the day. They used to have, if you guys don't remember, back in the day they had, what, spring, summer, fall, and winter? They had the different seasons as playmats, I think. I remember back then. That's what I remember. Next we have the 2014, oh gosh, what's this card called? I love this playmat, but what is it called? I'm having a brain fart. I have the card, I still play it in big decks like Heretics. I'm having a brain fart right now. I'm so tired. I'm very tired right now. It's very late at night. But yes, I love this card artwork. It's Eating the Sun. I remember, why am I remembering the OCG name, but not the TCG name? I forget. I'm having a brain fart. I'm not even going to say anything else. But yes, this playmat's so badass. You have the dragon eating the sun, and then you also have, like, it's an outer space, so you can freaking see all the rocks and everything too, which looks so badass. But forgive me, I'm having a brain fart on the name of that monster. Next we have another one that has the old zones. This is from, I think this was the second regional playmat ever made by Yu-Gi-Oh! By Konami. You have the original one, and then you have this one. And this was the second one. And this is one I've actually used in deck profiles with, I think back in December when I was doing the deck profile for the Phantasm Lords. I actually used this playmat, but you have Raviel over here, you have Herman, and you have Uriah. Herman, Lord of Striking Thunder, Raviel, and Uriah. Yeah, there we go. I think I got that right. But, yeah, we got that playmat right there. This is the old regional playmat. And then we got just two Noble Knight playmats. As you can see, I have one down here, but this is Noble Knight playmat. We'll get to use this again with the new Noble Knight support coming out when we do a deck profile finally. I've actually done a couple on the channel, but it's been a while. So, Noble Knight deck profile coming soon, hopefully. Next we have a playmat that I've won as well. This is one of the last playmats I won. I think I was playing either Fire Fist or Mermail. I can't remember off the top of my head, but this is really cool. This has got the Fire Fist on it. Tiger King looks so badass in the center. You know what? Fire Fist need to get support. It's been a long time. They haven't got support since they originally came out, haven't they? Like, it's been a long time. Jeez. I'm kind of surprised about that. They haven't gotten support. Well, they were so powerful in the OCG, if you remember. So, maybe that's the reason why Konami doesn't want to give them support. But it's been like 6 years. Dang. Next we have the amazing playmat. Some people don't like this. Some people do not like how Dark Magician looks. I'm fine with it. She looks attractive. But you got DD Warrior Lady over here, Injection Fairy Lily, and then you have the Gemini Elf Twins on the other side. This is ARG, apparently State Championship Winter 2016 ARG. My friend won this. He sold it to me for very cheap. And I loved it because I like using this with old school duels and old school deck profiles, because this has the original waifus of Yu-Gi-Oh! Before we had everything else. These were the girls that, growing up, we all loved if we played Yu-Gi-Oh! Back then. DD Warrior Lady, the blonde. The pink hair girl. The blonde. The twins. Like, come on! Everybody calls this my waifu playmat. This is like the only waifu playmat that I have besides Akiza. But yeah, you just have Dark Magician Girl. She looks attractive on here too, in my opinion. Then we got, oh my gosh. This was a playmat I picked up earlier this year when I was down in Richmond from somebody for very cheap. I've been wanting this playmat for so long. And I mean so long. This is Blue Eyes White Maiden, who I've always considered the mother of my Blue Eyes White Dragons, with Blue Eyes Alternative or Blue Eyes Chaos Max back here, just popping out. If you look closely, you can see the Eye of Anubis over here, and oh, I think Amanda LaPalme did this back in like 2013, 2016. I don't know. I've loved this playmat to death. It looks so badass. I love this playmat. Like, oh, I love Blue Eyes White Maiden in the deck. And Blue Eyes White Maiden, people still think with the new Blue Eyes support she won't be played. Dude, she still works well in the deck. She's starting to get power creep though, but she's still good. Next, we have a playmat that my brother actually won. Now, my brother, who you've never seen on this channel, actually used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day. And he actually went to, he actually played Dragon Duels back in, when we had YCSs and SJCs. I think we had, I don't remember if we had Dragon Duels doing SJCs era, doing the SJCs. I know we're doing YCSs, we had Dragon Duels. But this playmat is really cool. This is a Gores playmat, as you can see here. It's got Gores on it. And down below it says National Championship. Dragon Duelist National Championship 2009. Apparently this belonged to my brother. Apparently he won this. That's what he told me. I don't know the story behind this, but this belonged to my brother, and this is the only playmat I have of him. Or I had that he used. That was his main Gores playmat. Next we have the playmat that I get 1,000 questions about all the time when I use this playmat. This is Matat, or Matat, whatever you want to call him. He was used in the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX anime, not anime, the manga, the GX manga, and Jaden drew him. It's a card actually to fight to fight Trigodia. So this card defeated Trigodia in the GX anime. Cool story. This is a 2012 Matat playmat that I won. I think this was doing Dino Rabbit format, maybe. I think. But the cool thing is, here, as you can see, he has a lot of the Millennium items. He has the balancing, the Way the Souls, the Millennium Necklace, Millennium. Like, he has a lot of the Millennium items, including the. Why is the Millennium Puzzle all the way down here by that region of his body? I don't know. Not know, but he also has the Millennium Staff and everything. He's got a lot of the Millennium items, and this is just a cool playmat. I'm happy I got that, because that playmat's gone up in price over the years. Next, we have an amazing playmat, which I love to death. This is the regional playmat of Red Eyes Black Dragon, as you can see here. You have the XYZ version, which we still use because it's a really good card, especially in the Red Eyes deck. It's still used in rank 7 decks because it does burn damage. If you got your opponent on the clock or something, it's still good. But this is from 2016, as you can see. Really, really cool background. You have fire and everything down here, and then you have Red Eyes Black Flare Metal Dragon up here. Really, really cool. Next, we got another playmat that I love and I'm happy I picked up a while ago. This is another ARG Circuit Series playmat. ARG and Core TCG always have the best, like, hand-drawn playmats. I love it. But this is Dark Magician fighting Blue Eyes White Dragon. Plain and simple. It's awesome. It's just badass. It's Blue Eyes and Dark Magician fighting against each other. That's just awesome. And the last playmat we're going to show off is my Egyptian God playmat, as I call this. I use this strictly for my Egyptian God deck profiles or whenever. Again, this is another ARG playmat, as you can see. But you have Ra up here, Obelisk the Tormentor, and Slifer the Sky Dragon down below. I use this playmat. People ask me, do I design these playmats? No, I get these from like ARG and whatnot. They have the most awesome playmats. But this is really cool because you have the battle of the 3 gods pretty much going on right before you. And it's really badass in that respect. So that's all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Playmats we're going to be showing off today. That's my Yu-Gi-Oh! Playmat collection. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, take care. Have fun dueling. Good luck dueling. And I'll see all of you guys next time. Take care, everybody.